think it'll last forever. People and cars and concrete, but it won't. One day it's all gone. Even the sky.
I think oftentimes we get so caught up in the daily routine of life, like getting out of bed, eating breakfast, and going to work, that we sometimes forget this simple but haunting fact. One day, you are going to die. Yes, you, the person watching this video right now, are going to die. Everyone will die. I think often we like to fool ourselves into believing that death is just something that happens to others. Maybe it happened to a celebrity, or perhaps it happened to an elder relative. But you never think it will happen to you. Surely you won't die, right? Wrong. You will die. Hopefully not today. Hopefully not tomorrow. But one day, you will die. According to the CDC, the average American only lives a measly 79 years. That's only 79 sunsets, 79 Christmases, depending on what you celebrate, and 79 years to spend with the people you love. That might not sound too bad. After all, 79 years isn't an awful amount of time. It's a relatively long life. But I want you to consider this. The average American will work for 35 years before retirement, and that's if they're lucky. Which means, outside of work, you have really only around 34 years. But think about this. You spend 2 of those years as a baby/toddler, unable to really communicate effectively, 26 years sleeping, 1 year driving to and from work, and 5 years eating food. And once you add all of this up, there really isn't anything left. But you might be saying, well, we get weekends. It isn't all just working. And that's correct. If you were to add up all the years given to you through the weekend, you would have exactly 12 years. Not that bad, huh? Well, the average American will spend about a year of their life showering, 4 years cooking food, and 6 months using the bathroom. This means you only get about 6 years and a half. But wait, that time wasn't really ever yours anyway, because the average American also spends about 14 years going to school. Scary, isn't it? And while I'm an American, so I'm talking about Americans in this video, it isn't just in America. This is worldwide. Some people work even more. You see, some people and large companies will try to sell you this strange fantasy of work-life balance, pretending to be generous, saying things like, the company cares about you, you are a valued employee, we value your time. They pretend like they're being kind and that working is just an even exchange of you give a few hours of your day and in return you make enough money to survive. But that couldn't be further from the truth. How can something be balanced when it takes up more time than sleeping, eating, using the bathroom, and seeing loved ones combined? When I say this, no, I'm including the commute time to work. 36 years. Your job will consume 36 years of your only life on Earth, of your only life as a human, of the precious time you have to live and spend times with loved ones. The average person will spend more time with the people they work with than with their own family. Think about that. It's sick. Your one precious, dear life, the one time you will ever get to call this beautiful planet Earth home, is swallowed by a greedy company paying scraps for your finite time. This might rub some of you the wrong way, but I don't know how else to say it. In my opinion, this is basically just slavery with extra steps, hidden in plain sight, disguised as freedom. But that isn't freedom. Yes, Technically, you can choose not to work. But when your only options are work or starve, that isn't really a choice at all, is it? Now, I'm not telling you to go out and leave your job, say screw it to the system, and live in the woods somewhere. I'm just trying to show you all the truth, as bleak as it might be. And honestly, I don't know how to fix this. I just want to point out the issue that I see, because, in my opinion, it's very, very wrong. In the beginning of the video, I talked about death, and I want to get back to that. There was a study by a nurse named Bronnie Ware done on people who were close to death, where she asked people who were close to death what their number one regret was. And you know what the second most common regret was? They wish they hadn't worked so hard. They wish that they had spent more time with family. They wish they spent more time laughing. They wish that they had had the courage to truly live instead of trying to please a boss who doesn't care about you. But you know what not one person said? No one said they'd wish that they clocked into work more, or they wish that they could make their boss happier, or anything work related. Because when the price of having a job comes at the cost of your life, well, slowly, gradually, without you even noticing, it stops being your work, and slowly, over the years, your job becomes your life. And when your loved ones gather around your grave and talk about you and the life you lived, no one will care if you were a CEO or a janitor. They will only care that you are now gone. Because in the end, it doesn't matter what title you held, what job you did. In the end, all that matters is the type of person you are. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. Before I wrap up, I just want to clarify, I don't hate work. I don't think work is like unnecessary. I just think work has become too big a part of our society, and I don't like how people are being mistreated in work. That's what I was trying to say. Also, if you like what you saw, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and Patreon, as it really does help me out. Consider giving this video a like, sharing it with your friends, and commenting something nice below. I would really appreciate it. Until we meet again, goodbye everyone.